This story is set in a magical realm called the Winged Tavern, an inn that exists just beyond the edge of the ordinary world, where beings of every kind gather around a fire that has never been allowed to go out. Rowan keeps the tavern. So find a comfortable place, lie down, close your eyes, take a few slow, deep breaths. For tonight, everyone else has gone home. The last guest left an hour ago. You didn't notice exactly when. One moment there were voices, the warmth of company, the aliveness of a full room, and then there weren't. The tavern settled into itself. The fairies in the rafters have gone quiet. The archivist's pen has stilled. You are still in the best chair, the one that angles toward the fire, the one that is always somehow available, always exactly right. You have been sitting here long enough that the chair has learned the particular way that you hold yourself. Behind the bar, Rowan moves, unhurried. She is wiping down the surface, setting things in order with the ease of someone who has done it 10,000 times and still finds something satisfying in it. She doesn't look at you. She doesn't need to. The fire has burned down to its evening self. Lower, redder, more intimate than the welcoming blaze of earlier hours. Still the violet at its heart. Always the violet. That never changes. You can feel the quality of this quiet. It's different from the quiet of an empty room. This quiet has been chosen. Both of you are here, not sleeping, not needing anything, just present in the same space as the night goes on. Rowan sets down the glass she's been holding. She doesn't announce anything. She simply comes out from behind the bar and takes the chair across from you. Lower, facing the fire, the chair that has been waiting for exactly this moment. She looks at the fire for a while. She doesn't fill the silence. That's what you've always liked about Rowan. She doesn't need to fill silences. She lets them be what they are. Eventually, she says something. Not much. The way Rowan speaks, like she's choosing each word from a very large room full of possible words, and only taking the ones that are actually necessary. You've been carrying something, not a question. You think about denying it, the way you might with someone else. The old habit of, I'm fine. But you're in the tavern, at this hour, alone with Rowan, and the fire is low, and the room is honest, and there doesn't seem to be much point. So you say what's true. Whatever it is, you know what it is. that thing you've been carrying. You say it, or something like it, and it lands in the quiet between you without drama. Just the fact of it, acknowledged. Rowan listens the way that she does everything, completely. She doesn't look at you while you speak. She looks at the fire, which turns out to be easier. Like the fire is holding what you're saying so you don't have to hold it alone. When you finish, she is quiet for a moment. Not awkwardly. The kind of quiet that means the words are actually being received rather than immediately responded to. Then she says, still looking at the fire, "You know the difference between what you're responsible for and what you've been taking responsibility for. You do know. You've known for a while. But there's something different about having it said aloud by Rowan at this hour, in this room. She does not follow that with advice. She does not explain it. She just lets it sit there in the firelight and be true. Something in you settles with that. You talk for a little while after, or rather, the talking becomes something else, less structured. The way conversations go in the small hours when you're both comfortable and there's nowhere to be. Things surface that would not surface earlier in the evening when the room was full and everyone was performing the versions of themselves that bring to company. Rowan speaks a little, not much, she never does, but what she says has the quality of things said by someone who has kept the tavern for longer than most concepts of time apply. She has heard a great many true things in this room. She has a sense of proportion that's almost impossible to rattle. At some point, she says, most people are doing their best with what they have, including you, including the ones who have made it harder. You think about that. She gets up once to add a log to the fire. The fire brightens briefly, takes it, and settles back. The violet at its heart steadies. You have been in this chair for a long time now. The kind of long that doesn't count in ordinary hours. Eventually, the talking slows the way rivers slow at the sea. Not stopping, just broadening, becoming quieter, losing the need to go somewhere. Rowan sets her glass down. She looks at you then, directly, for the first time in the whole evening. Her eyes in the firelight are warm and amused and ancient, and entirely without judgment. You should sleep, she says. Not because the conversation is over, because she can see what the conversation did. The loosening of something, the weight put down, the specific relief of having been heard by someone who is not going to make what you said into a story about you. She'll still be here when you wake. She's always here. That's the deal with Rowan and the tavern. The fire doesn't go out, and neither does she. You let your eyes close. The chair holds you. The fire is warm. The room is quiet in the way it only is at this hour. Rowan returns to the bar. The soft sound of her moving through the familiar dark. Sleep comes easily now. Whatever you were carrying, a little lighter. Whatever you needed to say, said. The fire keeps burning. Rowan keeps the watch. And you sleep, finally, with nothing left to carry that you weren't already meant to hold.